This might be the most bizarre drug dealer in Chinese history. He single-handedly created an entire drug supply chain. However, when the police seized 40 kilograms of drugs from his home, he just smiled calmly. He even told the police, "I'm not even breaking the law. I'm helping you with drug control. You should thank me." This outlandish thinker is Sichuan's legendary drug dealer, Luo. Luo was born in 1969 in a poor family in Sichuan, China. Disliking school, he dropped out before finishing elementary and wandered the streets. As an adult, he found a girlfriend through a friend's introduction. After marriage, they opened a scrap collection station together. Life was tough but colorful. In 1995, however, Luo developed a drug habit under the influence of some friends. He secretly used all his savings to buy heroin. His wife discovered it soon. They had countless arguments over this. Their daughter also cried and pleaded with Luo to quit drugs. In 2006, Luo finally gave up heroin. Just as his wife and daughter thought he had repented, he turned to methamphetamine. This time, his wife couldn't stand it anymore. She left Luo with their daughter. Even alone, Luo remained incorrigible. He spent all his earnings on methamphetamine. He soon ran out of money. One day, Luo found he had only 1,000 yuan left. After much thought, he decided to spend it on meth one last time. He contacted a dealer through a messaging app. After some haggling, he transferred all his money to the dealer. However, when Luo received the drugs, the content looked different from before. He tasted a bit with his finger. It tasted sweet. It turned out that the crystalline substance was not meth but rock sugar. Luo was devastated. He couldn't believe someone would scam even a drug addict. He almost called to complain about the unscrupulous seller. However, a sliver of sanity made him calm down. As he sat in front of his computer, he suddenly had a brilliant idea. If they could scam me like this, why couldn't I do the same to others? Luo immediately started researching online. After some in-depth studies, he discovered a substance called alum. Alum looks almost identical to meth, and it's extremely cheap. So he bought some alum online with the money from selling scrap. He crushed it and packed it into small bags. Then he registered new messaging accounts, naming them Pork, Plant Meat Wholesale, Cash on Delivery. Pork, plant meat was their slang for meth. As a result, Luo's ads quickly attracted attention. To get rich, just how hard will drug dealer Luo work? While communicating with buyers on messaging apps, he often suggested video verification. In return, he'd request the buyers send a video of themselves using drugs. Luo believed this could help him avoid entrapment. To reassure the buyers, he devised a professional packaging technique. He placed a large packet of cheap tea next to the alum. He even attached a test report for the alum on the package. This way, logistics companies wouldn't suspect anything. He assured buyers they could inspect the goods before payment. Luo's ability to manipulate the psychology of addicts was precise. Buyers would never test the drugs in front of a courier. Once they received their packages, the payment was already made to Luo and hard to retrieve. To avoid revenge, Luo only chose customers from other regions, not selling locally. This way, even if buyers found the drugs were fake, they couldn't do anything. After all, they wouldn't go to the police to report fake drugs. Thus, Luo ensured a profitable business. So, how much could Luo earn per order? According to Luo, the cost of each package with tea and shipping was less than 5 yuan. He sold them for several hundred to 1,000 yuan. The profit margin was astonishingly 2,000%. Luo did this because he had researched the law. Since what he sold wasn't real drugs, Luo believed he wouldn't be heavily sentenced for drug trafficking if caught. The only charge would be fraud. The threshold for fraud charges is 5,000 yuan. So Luo thought as long as he managed transaction amounts, he would be safe. After a few successful transactions, Luo launched a new product, Magu. Magu is a processed meth pill, resembling ecstasy. Luo's alternative was simple, multi-enzyme tablets. These red pills are commonly found in drugstores. They're a type of digestive aid. With alum and multi-enzyme tablets as his key products, Luo quickly gained fame in the circle. Between April and June 2015, he completed 7 deals, earning over 6,000 yuan. Though not a high income, considering the minimal costs, Luo was satisfied. He started seeking buyers on messaging apps, advertising his business everywhere, determined to expand his business. However, Luo didn't realize the police were already watching him. In 2015, the Sichuan Public Security Bureau received information about an online vendor selling drugs nationwide. After surveillance, they identified a messaging app account named Pork Composite Wholesale. This account frequently posted messages online, claiming to have large quantities of pork for sale. Using an undercover account, the police quickly narrowed down his location. Then the police went to the local logistics center. Using mail tracking, they linked it to Luo, with a history of drug use and possession of firearms. According to local residents, since divorcing his ex-wife, Luo lived reclusively. He had no job or social life, yet recently bought a car, raising questions about his income. Police in plainclothes followed the courier to Luo's home. They caught him red-handed. In Luo's package, the police found a bag of tea and a bag of white crystals. Then they found large quantities of unpackaged crystals and red pills at his home, totaling over 40 kilograms. Luo remained very calm. The police were puzzled, given such a large haul, enough to execute a criminal multiple times. Didn't he want a last stand? What surprised the police more was yet to come. Luo told them, "You got it wrong. These are all fake, not drugs." Initially, the police didn't believe him. Due to Luo's large messaging group with hundreds of people, buyers across Beijing, Shandong, Inner Mongolia, and more. During the police's surveillance time, several transactions occurred in the group. Were these people all fools? But the test results shocked the police. In the over 40 kilograms of chemicals seized, there was only 0.4 of meth. The rest were alum and multi-enzyme tablets. The 0.4 of meth was Luo's personal stash. The notorious Southwest drug lord actually sold only fake goods. This result made Luo very smug. In jail, he said, "All my goods were fake. It's the information age, you know?" It spread quickly in the circle, reducing future online drug trafficking significantly. His smile implied, "Not only did I not break the law, but I helped fight online drug trafficking. You should commend me." However, his boast couldn't save him from legal punishment. Since his actions were continuous and involved over 5,000 yuan in total, the court sentenced him to 10 months in prison and a 3,000 yuan fine. After Luo's story was reported in the media, some jokingly called him a genius in drug control. His fame made many criminals realize that selling drugs online is indeed a dead end. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.